Okay, I got a couple questions about graphing, so let's take a look. I want to graph x squared plus y squared is greater than or equal to 36. So first, for both of these, I'm just going to graph the function or the graph without the greater than part. Okay, so I'm going to graph x squared plus y squared equals 36. Because it's greater than or equal to, I'm going to use a solid line. So that's a circle with a radius 6, right? So to graph a circle, we start in the center, click, and then go out till you hit your radius. I'll use 6, 0. So there's my circle. I'm going to graph a line. Y is greater than x. Okay, so that's the line, y equals x. But because there's no underscore, I'm going to have to graph I'm going to use the shaded line, or I'm sorry, the dotted line. So let's graph y equals x. That has a slope 1, intercept 0. So it goes through the origin and it goes through 1, 1. And notice I'm always looking at this point up here because that really helps me figure out what point I'm actually on. Okay, I change that to dotted because it's not equal to over here. So there's the two equations. Now I got a shade. To shade greater than the circle, that means outside the circle. Okay, but also I have to graph y greater than x. So that's the line y equals x, but above it. So what's the intersection? It's got to be outside this circle, but also above this line. So if you combine those two, it should be that region there. Okay. And then there was one more like this. You're not going to play this question. Should want to leave. Oh, what are the points of intersection? Oh, well, I'll leave that up to you. I'm just trying to help with the graph here, so I do want to leave. Okay, same thing. So this is a parabola, x squared minus 3. So I go to the parabola, wrong parabola tool, parabola. X squared minus 3 has a y-intercept here. And then one other point, well, you could mess around with it. Let's say I plug in 1 for x. 1 squared minus 3 is negative 2. So 1, negative 2 should be a point. Solid line because it's included. Y is less than or equal to negative 2x. So that's a solid line as well. Intercept 0, 0. And then slope negative 2. So I go over 1, down 2. So I should have 1, negative 2. There we go. Okay, so I got to be y is less than negative 2x. That's below this line, but greater than the parabola. So that looks like it's going to be in between these two regions. Okay, so I hope that helps. But let me know if you have any more questions.